Hello, everyone. Happy fall season to you all. This is Ronzo here from Ronzo's Cool Stuff and Scary Things. And today I wanted to bring you a little find we came across this past weekend. We were out and about and came across a estate sale not too far from where we live. And while we were looking for Halloween stuff, decorations, and things like that, found something unexpected in this home and wanted to bring you guys um, a very cool find. A lot of them, actually. If you have watched any of my previous videos, you know that I am a huge horror fan and a collector of things dealing with the horror film genre. And what we've got for you today are several stacks of classic VHS films that they had just lined up in the corner, and they had plenty of them. A ton of uh, just the some of the classic films from the VHS days, and I pulled out pretty much every single horror film that they had, and they had quite a selection of them. Um, some solid classics everybody's seen, some that you may not have seen. So if you have not seen one of these films I'm about to show you, leave a comment down below, and we can discuss that film. See if you can find a copy of it somewhere, whether it be on DVD. Now, there may be a couple of these that might not have made it as far as a DVD release or a Blu-ray release in any way, shape, or form, but they are on VHS out there if you can find them. The first thing we're going to cover is just a few selections that I've collected from the past in a variety of shops I've been to, and we'll quickly go through those. First one here, of course, if you are Native American like myself, you know this film probably really, really well. This is Powwow Highway. It is an absolute classic. I can't even remember the first time I saw this film, but the cover art on this box is incredible. It's one of my favorites of all time. This is the '88 Canon Video release. Gary Farmer, A. Martinez star in this film, where they go pretty much cross country in we'll just call it what it is. It's an Indian car, and they go cross country to save A. Martinez character's sister from break her out of jail, basically. But a very funny film, absolute classic. If you come across this, it's very sought after. If you can find a VHS copy of it, this is the Canon release, 1988. So absolutely pick it up if you can ever find one. Hard to find, very sought after, but that's one I recommend for anybody out there. Another one we've picked up before, of course, if you're a fan of sci-fi fantasy, Willow is an absolute must-have. The cover art is really cool on this one. It's the, I believe this is the, what release is this? Yeah, 20th Century Fox. I'll have to find a year on it. Anyway, but the 1998 release, so not too big of a deal, not like a collector's item or anything, but had to pick that one up as well. Hopefully everybody here knows this one. David Bowie stars in this one, as well as the very awesome Jennifer Connelly in Labyrinth. This one is still sealed in cellophane. I don't know if this is the original packaging or not. I absolutely doubt it. I think this is probably repackaged, but still a very, very cool copy. 1986 release, as you see there. It has a cellophane on the box, but of course the bottom is open. As you can see, it is the 86 release. Box really well taken care of, not a ton of damage at all. But another favorite of mine, this one we found at a con here last year, I believe. Yeah, well, that was the last year of cons up to this point. But Return to Oz. Yeah, I favor this one over the original. Wizard of Oz. This is way more my style, a little creepier, a little darker story. Very cool. Yeah, sold it for $2, maybe $1 at that, as we bought several things from this guy. Very cool release. Clamshell box. So very awesome film. If you have ever seen that film, let me know in the comments. Another one that we came across, of course, everybody knows these guys. TMNT, the movie. The FHE release, 1990, I believe. Yeah, 1990 release. The classic film. Very fun. Grew up on this stuff. Another one that came along right after part 2 of the TMNT movie. Not a lot of people saw this one, but maybe you have. This is Surf Ninjas, starring Ernie Reyes Jr., Rob Schneider, Leslie Nielsen as the villain in this film. Fun, kind of a, one of those, kind of like the Turtles with a little, youngish tone to it, I guess. If you think of like Three Ninjas, it's that type of storyline. Very fun for the entire family. But also a cool find. I found that in Kansas City somewhere at a, I forget, whatever they're called. The antique shop type place. The next few here that we've got, found these in a store around Dallas, Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area called Horror Freak. If you've ever been down that way, if you ever get a chance, swing by that shop. It's a very cool shop. They have a Facebook page. They're on Instagram. They have a lot of cool stuff to sell in the horror genre. But they also have a really good selection of VHS and DVDs. And I pulled several of their VHS selections there. They had some cool ones with great covers, some that I didn't own, had to have. The first one here, The Crazies, George Romero's The Crazies. George Romero being my favorite director of all time. Night of the Living Dead from 1968 is my favorite film of all time. I'm a big zombie fan. This was one I had to have. I like this cover. I like the box, the classic style clamshell boxes is my favorite style to VHS to collect. But if you've never seen this movie, it's very cool. But yeah, just check it out if you ever get a chance. Check it out, especially the VHS version. The next one we've got here, probably my one of my favorite directors of all time, Clive Barker. This is part 2 of the Hellraiser series, the Hellbound Heart. Really like that cover. It's the Gold Series release, collector's edition. I forget what year. This one is from 1994 release. Probably one of those that wasn't necessarily the best release, but the cover is really cool. So if you get a chance, if you don't know that film, you absolutely should. Next one we got coming up. Something maybe not a lot of people have seen, but this is my favorite character design ever. I don't know why I like this a whole lot. Her name is Elida. The film is The Unnameable. This is The Unnameable 2. I do have The Unnameable 1 on VHS stored away. I would have to pull that one out. Dig a little bit to pull that out, but yeah. The Unnameable. Yeah, pretty much my number one creature design of all time. They did make like a little statue of her. It was a limited amount. I found out years after they made it, and I cannot find it anywhere. It is a grail piece. It may be my number one grail piece to find, but if anybody comes across an unnameable statue anywhere or knows one and they're willing to sell, shoot me a message. See what we can do. This is the 1992 release. It is still cellophane. I don't know if this is absolutely brand new or repackaged, but had to have it when I saw it. I have a couple copies of the DVD version of this. They did not release the first film on DVD or Blu-ray until I believe, yeah, it's this last year. It is on Unearthed Films. They released a special edition copy out, but until that point, there was not an official, at least, release of The Unnameable One. The Italian Masters. I follow several of them through their entire catalog. This is one of my favorites, Lucio Fulci. This is the clamshell version of Zombie, the Magnum Entertainment release from, what was this? This is 19, it's on the tape. The 1988 release. Pulled from a video store, so it's been sitting on the shelf, somebody's shelf for quite a while until Horror Freak picked it up. But yeah, got that one, had to have it. One of the classic, just greatest horror posters you could possibly own. That picture right there. If you've never seen this film, I urge you, find a way to watch this film. It's been released many, many times on different formats. So no excuses. Go out, find this film, pick it up, check it out. I do have another version of this film. This is the Wizard release big box from Full Moon Entertainment. As you can see, great cover. The classic big box VHS. Let me back it up there so you can see that in the full scale. Box got a little bends here and there, but that does not bother me at all. Still cellophaned up. Charles Band actually put out a post about these, I want to say about 5 to 6 years ago, that he came across these in storage. Full Moon Video, owning Wizard Video Entertainment, they came across a storage full of these and other selections, and they put them on the site for sale. Had to have them. I've seen them at the cons that they've been at, selling these copies. So if you get a chance, maybe they're still out there. I know they are, actually. So check out eBay, check out Full Moon Entertainment, see if you can find one. Another one I've picked up from the Full Moon crew. Very awesome. Classic Wizard Video, big box version, I Spit on Your Grave. This is the uncut version. This is signed by Camille Keaton herself. I met her several years back at Texas Frightmare Weekend. If you know about that con, comment below. We can definitely chat about that. I've been there for 10 or 11 years straight. Well, can't say straight anymore because this year everything was screwed up, but got that there if you've ever been there. Yeah, let's talk about that for sure. Awesome con. It's my number one con of the year to go to. It's everything I do is planned around that con. This one is interesting. I found this at Horror Freak. If you know what this is, please leave a comment. I'm not exactly sure where this came from. I know what it is, but don't know exactly what it is, if you know what I mean. This is also from Full Moon Entertainment. This is Subspecies 2 and 3. The length is 120 minutes, I'm assuming. But this is some sort of, I don't know. Really have no clue what it is. VDI ink. I plan on looking it up. I just did not. But it is from California. I don't know. Some sort of test footage or something, maybe. Recently picked up a VHS player, so we will find out sometime this year here, whenever I get around to it, what it is exactly. But if it's like got a work order number and all this stuff, kind of like, sort of like it's serialized, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a serial number, but Interesting find. I had no clue what it was. I was like, I know what subspecies 2 and 3 are. Radu is probably my favorite vampire of all time. So if you don't know this series, pick it up. Give it a shot. There's a Full Moon has like a 5-disc set, and it's fairly cheap. So give it a shot. See what you think. All right. Uh-oh. Had a couple drop there. We'll move on to some of the picks we found out this weekend. These first selections are not horror, but they're classic films. Some that you may know, maybe you haven't seen them. First one here, La Bamba. Forced to watch this when I was younger because, this is the style of films my sister viewed. And, Lou Diamond Phillips in this one as, I believe his name is Richie. Is it Richie Valens? Yeah. But classic film. Like, again, forced to watch it. I've grown to enjoy this film quite a bit. It's something I saw there on the stack and was like, hey, I'll pick it up. Next one, absolute classic. If you don't know this film, give it a shot. Another thing about this is, while they're not sealed, the boxes are absolutely awesome. No damage at all. This one is the 87 release here. It is opened. If I could slide that out, but very, very well taken care of. Stamped there is 1986. The box says 87, but so you have the boxes here. This is from the estate sale and very, very well taken care of. As you can see on that one, Stand By Me, again, same condition. Absolutely fantastic box. Everyone should know this film. This is the 87 release, RCA Columbia Pictures. But awesome find on that one. Classic film, Harry and the Hendersons. You should absolutely have seen this one, I would assume. MCA Home Video. Very fun movie. John Lithgow. Great film for the family. Another quick one here. Easy Rider. Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, Jack Nicholson. One of the greatest casts you could have together. A great film. If you've never seen it, this is a, what year is this one? 85 release from Columbia Pictures. Again, beautiful box. Really glad I came across this estate sale. Really glad I found this stuff. But there you go, Easy Rider. Let's move on to the horror selections that were found at this estate sale. We will go through them somewhat fairly quickly because I expect you know these films for the most part. First one here, The Fog. Embassy Home Video, Home Entertainment release. John Carpenter's The Fog. This is the... what year is this? 87 release. Again, very well taken care of. Box there, it is a slip. Oh, it's a little tight in there. Oh well, it's not coming out just yet, so we'll call it good. Classic, if you've never seen that. This is one I did not expect to find. We'll hold that one for just a little bit. CBS Fox Video, Day the Earth Stood Still. Another classic film, and whatever that was. Let's find out what that was. That fell out. It's like a little insert for it's the sticker for the VHS itself. Came off of there. Okay. But CBS Fox release, what is this release? 84 release in this film. Very cool. I definitely prefer this one over the Keanu Reeves version. If you've seen that one, you know what you're in for on that one. Poltergeist, MGM home video release there. Great story. Of course, if you know the tale behind this one, 1982 release here. A lot of bad luck with this film. That carried on a little later. One of the stars, well, if you know the story, you know the story. That's just as much as I'll say about it. But a very cool film. There is that one. We also had Poltergeist 2, starring the exact same family. Basic boxes. The MGM video, they didn't do a whole lot, but I mean, if they would just cut that off of there and just put a little stamp somewhere else, that'd be great, 'cause the cover's awesome. Up to that point, we had The Omen CBS Fox video release. And The Omen 2. Classic stuff there. Enjoy those tremendously. Then we have a little out of order there, but you see exactly what it is. MCA home videos, black and white here. 19. Oh, what was this one? Anyway, you know the Hitchcock shows and the story behind this one. One I didn't expect to really enjoy was Bates Motel, the series that came out, but I enjoyed that one quite a bit. So much so that I even watched the Good Doctor with I forget his name, and I had the chance to meet him at Frightmare that one year, but I did not go through with that. But the Psycho series starring Anthony Perkins, a great series of films. If you've not checked out these, definitely do so. There's a couple of them you can skip. I'd say don't go further than 3. I don't know, maybe the other ones are okay as well. Up to you. So the next few here that we have are some that you may not have ever seen. This one I absolutely did not expect to find. This is John Borman's The Emerald Forest. Interesting to find this film out there on VHS. But if you've never seen this film, give it a shot and see what you think. It's not for everyone, but it's nothing like Cannibal Holocaust or anything like that, but an interesting view nonetheless. So if you've never seen it, Emerald Forest, give it a shot, I would say. Another one I absolutely did not expect to find. I've only seen this once before, back when I was young, back in the VHS video store days. Movie House Massacre. Interesting little film. Low budget. You could consider this. No, it really wasn't one of the video nasties that much, but there you go. Star Classics release. Movie House Massacre. Yeah, there you go. The next one I absolutely did not expect to find in VHS form. I've never owned this film, but I've seen it many times at friends' places, and I believe it was on YouTube for some time. It may still be out there. This is Alice, Sweet Alice, starring Brooke Shields. One of the best covers, in my opinion anyway. Good Times home video release. This is 1985 release here. The face does not give you the title. The Good Times movie classics there. Very generic there, but nonetheless, that is the film that is on the tape. Alice, Sweet Alice. If you've never checked this one out, definitely do so. Interesting film, especially for Brooke Shields in her early career. The next one we will see, Swamp Thing. Awesome film. Very, very awesome film. Starring one of my favorite actresses, Adrienne Barbeau, if you know her from Creepshow and oh my goodness, I can't believe Escape from New York. Very cool, awesome film. The next one, another. Oh, sorry about that. Something dropped on the film, but it is American Werewolf in London. Probably my favorite werewolf design. The transformation scene is an absolute classic. If you've never seen it, give it a shot. David Naughton, very cool guy to talk to. Met him a couple of times, and this is the Vestron video release, and there is the sticker that has worn off. 1981 Vestron video. Let me get it closer. There you go. Super cool box. Glad they didn't overload the box with just a bunch of nonsense on it. I like clean boxes like that. Covers anyway. Christine. You know it. You should anyway. But classic demonic car film here. This is the 84 release, and the boxes. I got a few bumps and scrapes right there on the top. But other than that, very clean film. Or a very clean box. Alien. CBS Fox release. I've seen this one plenty of times at like garage sales and things like that, so it is out there. But yeah. 84 release. Alien. Aliens. CBS Fox release again. The 87 release. VHS. And the final film that was there. Media Home Entertainment. It's that time of the season. This is the 81 release of Halloween. Should not have to say much about this film at all. It is open, but as you can see, the box is super clean. Not a rough edge at all. And the absolute classic in horror films. Well, one of the, I guess. Again, 81 release. Let's get the tape out real quick. If it will come out. Not coming out, so maybe I can get the top flap open without it damaging too much, and it's not going to do it, so we'll just leave it as that. Alright guys, there you go. Massive stacks of VHS. Stuff I collect. Stuff hope anybody that has interest out there wants to talk about it, we can definitely do that. But that will do it. Thank you guys. I'll do see if I can drag out a little bit more of my collection and show you guys what I do have that you may not have seen. Have several trauma VHS tapes given to me by a friend, my friend Allie, who just decided she wanted to pass that on. So I have that stuff. I'll dig them out. Maybe we'll do a video on that. Like and subscribe if you thought this video was cool. If you want to talk VHS, you want to talk horror, you want to talk things upcoming very soon. Hopefully the theaters will start to get back open and get back to showing some films out there, because this is the time of the year when we see a lot of those horror films, whether they be low budget or whatever, or showing up on Netflix and everything like that. We get a huge amount of them usually. Hopefully the streaming services are still picking up films. I don't know how many got made before the plague halted everything, but yeah, that's a something talking point for another time, I guess. But it's almost the season. It's time to have some fun. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.